First other major headline, the coronavirus crossing another chilling threshold in the U.S. More than 4.5 million cases now reported. The death toll surging, now topping 152,000 American lives lost, more than 1,000 deaths in 24 hours. Three of the government's top health experts on Capitol Hill today. Dr. Fauci warning the virus is so contagious it likely will not disappear. News tonight about those two vaccine trials now in their final stages here in the U.S. And tonight we're hearing from a doctor and what drove her to become a vaccine volunteer. And the baseball season at greater risk of being shut down after more players test positive. ABC's Victor Oquendo is in Florida.
With the hurricane set to sideswipe Florida, the state today setting a record number of deaths from the virus for the fourth straight day. 257 lives lost. The president touching down in Tampa, touting his response to the crisis.
You know, they're starting to give us very good marks. Do you notice that? We're getting very high marks on this China virus.
President Trump sitting down with the governor, reminding people to wear masks.
Wear a mask when you cannot avoid crowded places or socially distance.
But the president and the governor were not wearing them during the meeting. The governor has resisted a statewide mask order, today releasing this video.
Wear a mask if you're in close contact with others.
So much loss here in Florida. Loriana Hernandez Aldama says her family had just minutes to say goodbye to her 94-year-old father-in-law on a video call.
How was your family able to say goodbye to your father-in-law?
They called us at 6 o'clock. We were able to talk to him until 6:19. And they said that his blood pressure was going down. And by 6:30, we lost him.
The CDC now forecasting the virus could claim up to 182,000 American lives by August 22nd. Today on Capitol Hill, Dr. Anthony Fauci saying he's hopeful about a vaccine.
We feel cautiously optimistic that we will have a vaccine by the end of this year and as we go into 2021. So I don't think it's dreaming, Congresswoman. I believe it's a reality and will be shown to be a reality.
Two vaccines are now in the final stage of testing in the United States. Dr. Victoria Smith with Ochsner Health in Louisiana is volunteering for Pfizer's vaccine.
I've lost 3 patients to COVID. I have a large African-American and Latino patient population who's been disproportionately affected by COVID. And so a vaccine is really what offers some hope to try to end, so much of the suffering.
Latinos make up more than half the cases in California, the state approaching 500,000 cases now. And now growing concern about those states north of the Sun Belt, like Idaho, which saw record deaths this week. ICU nurse Krista Murphy is tired of hearing people saying that they don't want to wear a mask.
Makes me feel awful. Like they don't care about what we're going through here. They don't care about the people that are admitted to the hospital, whose families can't come and see them and are terrified.
In New Jersey, transmission rates are now higher than they were in April.
Look, the numbers are setting off alarms that we are taking and we take very seriously.
Police there are looking for a woman at this Staples store who they say assaulted a liver transplant patient, allegedly over a mask. The suspect grabbing the victim's cane, throwing that woman to the ground, breaking her leg, all because she was asked to wear a mask. And tonight, the challenge for so many schools trying to safely reopen. Today in Georgia, the first wave of students back in school with new safety rules, but masks are not required.
I have full confidence that they have put in all the right protocols.
It comes as a new CDC report raises concerns about the risks. At one Georgia sleepaway camp where cloth masks were not worn by campers, the virus spread to more than 44% of campers and staff within a week. Now the future of baseball is in question. Sources telling ESPN the commissioner of Major League Baseball is warning players the season could be shut down if the sport doesn't do a better job of managing the virus after 20 members of the Miami Marlins were infected, along with a few members of the Cardinals and Phillies.
What could be a major development for baseball right there. Victor joins us now outside of a testing center that's closed because of the impending storm. Victor, I want to go back to the issue of schools. The nation's largest district, New York City, outlining its reopening plan today.
Tom, they'll be taking what the mayor is calling a blended approach of both in-person and online classes, but it is all about the numbers. If that infection rate goes above 3%, the city will close the schools and they'll transition to online learning.